Hey everybody, it's your girl Bunny. To all of my returning subscribers, hey, how you doing? And for those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. Kick your feet up, hit that subscribe button, and click the notification bell so you don't miss any posts. Also follow me on Instagram at the same profile name so you don't miss the sneak peeks about what's coming up next. Now, I usually give a full episode recap with photos offset to the side, and then I give my review at the end. But this week we have a new season, we have a new premiere, a 2-hour special. So in this situation, when it comes to that, I'm just gonna give my review because the OWN network provides the full 2-hour premiere on their website and on YouTube, so you can get it in its entirety. You don't have to hear me speak. But if you want a reference of how I usually do things, make sure you check on last season just to see how it will be the next episode, on episode 2. I give the full episode recap with photos and all that good stuff. Now, I must pat myself on the back because the last few seasons I have been absolutely 100% correct on who ended up together at the end. I was correct about your boy Rashid and Simone, how I said that they were actually the true couples. Every season I was absolutely correct and who ended up with whom. So let's get started and let me just hit on the bullet points of what happened with the episode in its entirety. So we start off with, of course, Tony Miles. We are in Washington, D.C., which is Chocolate City that they're saying. Let's start by asking the true question, okay? And starting off the season with the casting special part, we have Liz and Jason, the default couple of last season, having the nerve to talk about who they think is best in relationships and what they think about this person. Why are we talking to them? They are snooze buddies. They are so boring. And why do we care what they say? They're not married. They're not a couple that's if anything, they should have invited Rashid and Simone, who I must pat myself on the back. I called that long time ago. If y'all are subscribers, I said they were the true couple and they were the true match. But if you think about it again, they're the default couple as well because Rashid was at somebody else. But personality-wise and how everything was rolling, I said, you know, Rashid and Simone will be a very good couple. And people were like, what are you talking about? No. I'm like, watch. Now we got them bumping and grinding and dancing and doing all kind of stuff together on Instagram. And I was right all those other seasons. So y'all got to keep up with your girl. So we start off with Liz and Jason sitting there about their successful relationship, which is default, because you know they're together because the people that they really like last season, you know, did something stupid, and so they just start looking towards something else. But they're giving me mother-son vibes. I'm really not feeling them together. Poor Jason, he don't have no juice. She didn't give him no juicy juice or juicy fruit, and they probably just dry humping every night, and you know, then they just talk on the phone, and it's a teenage love. Don't hurt me again. Poor thing. And you know, I really feel that they're staying together because it's this, you know how some people just stick together because they're worried about what other people will say about them. And that's the energy that I'm getting from Liz and Jason. Jason, that he's kind of sticking to his guns that he picked her, and Liz sticking to her guns that she got a man. You know what I mean? And now look, I'm not saying that the whole thing about celibacy is the whole issue, because yes, you can develop a good relationship without being intimate and they're trying to take it forward. But how old is Liz? Hyaluronic acid. And Beijing is hitting on that hairline, but I see y'all on the internet going to Six Flags and stuff like that. Boy, Jason, I really know he want to be out there kicking it and partying, but you know, when that cold wind hit them bones, I think Liz would have stayed home. I mean, I do not see them working out. If they work out, great. But we all know Jason has expressed that he wants children, so how is that gonna work? Call me mean, but truth hurts, don't it? Before I get into anything about the cast this season, let me remind everybody that I think this show is completely flawed with the fluidity of how they're dating, okay? I have always said what will work is putting them in a big mansion, a big house, putting hidden cameras all over the place, and letting them do what it do. Letting them talk to each other all day, all night, and having a box, right, for the men and for the women. And at the end of the week, they put in a vote about who should go home. If you're around them all the time and you know, spending time with them all the time and going out on dates outside of the house to get to know someone, to me, that's more genuine. Because when you're in a space where you can relax, you got your clothes in the closet, your toothbrush in the bathroom, you can really show your true colors and who you really are. What makes this fluidity flawed is that the first night of them meeting each other and getting a chance to mingle, okay, they are filming from sun up to sundown. They hot, they hungry, they tired, they've been dressed up all day, they getting clips. Oh, you sit over here, and then they talk to this person. You really can't get a genuine vibe. It's really like a speed dating kind of thing. And then y'all have the nerve to sit here and talk about how this is for a relationship and something to be so serious. Those two things don't match. What y'all are doing is speed dating. You gotta hurry up and get to know somebody and then have the nerve to pick somebody at the end of who you think should go home. You're not even really getting to know everybody. You know, it's off to me. I've been saying that several seasons. I hope they take my idea and take it under consideration that that's what they need to do. Throw them all in a house. Let them live there. They each have their own room. You get good film or good stuff of them sneaking in each other's room, talking to each other, cuddling. I mean, come on. This is the stuff we want to know. We got grown people who know what it is. I kind of agree with, okay, I'll get to that in a minute, but I kind of agree about some of the people that they pull into the side and they talking about let's go on a date, because yeah, the whole dating thing, we're gonna ask the same questions over and over again. How about we just set up some dates to just kick it? So I agree with Corey on this, okay? A lot of people in this first episode was like, Corey was wrong for going to all these different women and saying, hey, let's do the date, let's do the whatever, let's blah, 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 because there's not enough time for me to genuinely know you. And I see what the women are saying is like, I barely know you, why are we going on a date? Like, I get that. I don't even know you. What are you talking about going on a date? But you want me to get to know all these other women and all these other people in a few minutes. By the end of the day, they got the same outfits on, and then they have the nerve to sit there, okay, who y'all pick? What? It's just off. You want me to be in a good relationship, but at the same time, I'm speed dating. I'm having to get to know somebody based upon things that let me move on. Okay, so Cornelius and Carrington. Who gonna tell the women? Who gonna tell them? Cornelius and Carrington, y'all are the perfect couple ready to love. Yes, you are. You are ready for each other. Y'all do not match with any of the women there. Okay? And y'all need to kick it in Chocolate City. Y'all are really the ones that have the bond. It's something about those two that's really throwing up a rainbow flag. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but I think y'all match. Let me move on. So a lot of the ladies just seem to just really feel Walter, and he gives that story about how we dated for 9 long years. We were married a year and she died. He's telling that story. Oh, and all the women are just, oh, that's so sad. I mean, it is sad, but y'all was together 9 years and you got married after that. And you do know how long ago that year was that he's saying that his wife passed away. That was a long time ago. Walter still got his player card, okay? He said, he a thug, that he trying to be a square now and he on the straight and narrow, but he still got his player card. He still got his player card. In the first episode, the casting special and all that, it really doesn't matter to me because everybody brings their representative. They're really not acting like who they really want. They're not being them true selves. And I think Walter's player is gonna pop out. It's gonna pop out. You know how I know it's gonna pop out? Because that beard, you can always tell by a man's beard. There's something about a beard, and his beard is manicured, but not really. And he seems like he's trying to be chill, but it's something about him. I can't put my finger on it yet, but everybody jumping on Walter. And then the girl, what was her name? One with the short hair. I don't even know, child. But she's like, we're connected. We have something in common. We're connected. We do things, with our parents. We go home, we're exhausted. We connect. Like, it just boggles me how a lot of women, you connect on something and you're just quick to just say, this is my life partner, this is my boyfriend. That's not going to end well. Let me correct myself, for some people say that I'm just insensitive. Her name was Sabrina. So Sabrina and Walter, or Walt, or whatever his name is, they did connect on that, and I could understand how that's exhausting, and they connected on it. But pump the brakes. You got one thing in common, and you could tell she hadn't had a chance to really vent and talk to somebody about that. But don't just hop on the sausage so fast that he connects with you on that. Just breathe. Lamar and Liba, is her name Liba? Her sound effects were killing me. When she was eliminated, she was like, oh, oh, what? Girl, if you don't get out of here, get out of here. And Lamont, we knew he was peace out when he tried to bust out with the spoken reason. You are eliminated. We do that. Lame. What's her name? Tacia? She was mad. She was mad when she found out that she was in the bottom two. She was like, hold up, I got people's numbers and we connecting, and they got the nerve. And then all the women huddled around her like, girl, what's wrong? This is a show where people get eliminated. Like, why do you care? I would have been the only one in the corner like, whoop, one down. Okay, blank more to go home. Okay, she was really upset about that. She really thought that she had everybody on lock just because she got a few numbers. Look, let me tell you something. Just because you filming that show, you look at the show, and even last season, a lot of the guys was like, I don't know what's going on with this show, but I'm gonna get some numbers, okay? And I'm gonna take that as flattery, girl. You should know that. That's like a plus. They thinking, man, if I don't get to know her here, let me at least get her number. And I mean, the guys, they're gonna try to see get in where they fit in. If the show's over and they eliminated, they got your number. So don't be mad, girl. Don't be mad. Be glad. Be happy that you're there. Half of the people there are probably just there because they want to be on TV and they trying to, talk about a business or pull a plug or something that they want to do. Come on now. We all know what's up with this show. It's flawed. The process is flawed, especially when Tommy is talking to Corey and he's like, you can't date all of them. Okay, maybe his process was off, but why can't they date as many women as they want to? Why are they forced to do one date a week and stuff like that? What is that about? I don't like that. It's like they need to date each other as much as possible. None of them are in relationships, so why can't they have fun and date everybody? Does that not make sense? Okay, you're ready to love, you get that, but not get married next week. Yeah, it doesn't matter your age that you're ready to get into this whole thing about getting to know each other. But since they only have so much time, okay, what's the problem in that? And we see in the previews in the future where the women are getting upset that, oh, he said I was his number one. He was feeling me. Don't nobody know who they feeling, because it's nothing but infatuation, really, that you're there. Okay, and you're not being put in a realistic position to get to know somebody. It's not realistic. It's entertaining, but it's not realistic. The casting directors need to call me. Okay, y'all know what y'all are doing by putting a hoot in there, somebody that's clearly emotionally unstable to date. Y'all know what y'all doing when you got people that don't want kids and people that do want kids, but you got a whole bunch of people that's of a certain age. Like I've been saying every season, you need a good array of age that's on there. Okay, you need a good range of somebody who don't make it to where it's a situation where I have to accept that everybody want to get married. Why does a relationship, the end point of this show, I didn't like that. And then at the end, it's just like, oh, you've got to choose the person that you're going to be in a relationship with. What? We've been filming for how long? And you said relationship. The end goal should be who you decided to keep dating. How about that? Because I would have been the one person on the cast that show like, oh, I'm dating these three people. And we talking. You limiting and narrowing that is why they're having such a difficult time. with dating. It's because you dating one person at a time. It's okay to have a platonic thing and you dating 3 or 4 people because that's quicker instead of dating one person at a time. You being committed to somebody you just met. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. And the fact that they have Tommy and his wife come in there and give advice, that's great. You guys have been married for years. It's awesome. But you're giving me all this advice as somebody that I just met and filming over a 6-week period. Stop it, OWN network. Stop it. Stop with the production and thinking it's gonna be this lifelong thing. If anything, if Liz and Jason get married, that's great. They'll both be this amazing, boring couple. And that's awesome because they are snoozers. Which one is it that's the teacher that said she been engaged 3 times or whatever like that and she can't find? Let me tell you something. Girl, call Troy. Remember Troy from last season? Call Troy. A relationship is not what you're looking for. You think you want the relationship. You don't. You just want to kick it. And that's cool. Just say you want to date multiple people and you want a nice selection of sausages. There's nothing wrong with that, okay? You playing with people and toying with people's emotions. Girl, it might get you on that show Fatal Attraction on TV1, playing with people's emotions like that, okay? And keeping rings. Girl, that's crazy. You give me vibes like you playing with people's emotions and you think that stuff is funny, collecting rings. Like, oh, like I'm Michael Jordan, like I got rings. I was looking at my screen like, if you was where I'm from, you were from Dallas, you the type of woman that people, they would call a whole bunch of girls to jump you because you just need a good whooping to just really just rattle something in your Abdullah oblongata so you can be on the straight and narrow and stop tripping. Okay, that's what it seems like she needs to me, and that she toys with people's emotions. If you feel like you really want a relationship and a husband, clearly it's something that you playing games. You're a grown woman playing games. Yeah, that's what you are. You play too many games, and that kind of stuff right there will put you in dangerous situations when you play with people's emotions like that. I don't like that, honey. You need to go to counseling. Iyanla has retired on, doing stuff on TV, but I think you might want to DM her and see if you can set up a personal session so she can talk to you for a little bit. Okay, girl. All right, you guys, let me know what you think about this premiere. It's gonna be a rocky road. I can tell this season's gonna be off the chain because it's gonna be entertaining. Other than that, starting with episode 2, it will go back to normal while I give the recap of the full episode, and then I give my review at the end. It might be a voiceover, I don't know. I don't know, y'all. It's a lot. But make sure that y'all are checking out Wu-Tang and American Saga. Check out that season 2. And also check out, I'll do the reviews of the final season of Insecure. It's the final season. Don't worry. If you have not seen the previous season, make sure that you check out in the playlist and binge watch so you can catch up with us and talk with us in those discussions in the last season. And also check out Queens. That's premiering. It's starring Brandon Norwood, about a group that broke up over petty stuff and they're trying to get back together and revamp their group. I think it's going to be a really, really good show. We got a whole bunch more that's coming. Also check out the Bunny Comedy playlist and check out some little skits I did that are just me being myself. And also follow me on Instagram, y'all, because there's a lot of stuff happening. Until then, leave comments and remember, respect one another in the comments. It's okay to agree to disagree. In the meantime, I'll see y'all next week, and take care of yourselves. Bye.